and you start into the cab, what you're going to do, you're looking for your door seals,
Okay.
the condition of your doors, the fact that they function, open and close properly. You're looking at your stairway. Make sure that it's marked appropriately, clean, and no debris or anything on there that's going to cause injury. Your handrail needs to be secure. Your modesty panels must be in place. That's both a safety device and a personal protection thing. So you're checking that. Now as you come in here, you always want to check, make sure your fire extinguisher is secure and up to date. They must be up to date and everything okay with it. You're also checking the fact that you have a first aid kit, body fluid cleanup kit. This is your accident packet. You're not required to tell her that, but it's there, so she's going to want to know what it is. This is your insurance and registration card. This is your vehicle ID tag. This tells you all the criteria on the vehicle and the numbers and everything. This is your DOT inspection tag. This says that the DOT has inspected this vehicle and it passed. Okay. Now as you come in here, you're going to sit down in the seat. You're going to check your seat belt, make sure it's not frayed and securely fastened to the wall and securely fastened to the floor, and that the buckle operates properly. Okay. You're also checked, make sure that your triangles are here and securely fastened behind you. Now you're also going to check all your gauges, and you're going to tell her exactly what all these gauges do. So these are your air pressure gauges. You have a front gauge and a rear gauge. Your fuel gauge. Your voltage meter. That tells you how the alternator is performing. Your RPM, or your speedometer, and your RPM gauge. Speedometer is speed, and this tells you how fast your engine is turning. Water temperature, your oil pressure, and your transmission temperature. Okay? Then what you'll do is you'll go through and start with all of your other accessories. These are your throttle controls. We don't necessarily use these because we're not going to be on the road that much. You're not going to be operating them in adverse conditions, you know, real cold weather, so you really don't need to know much about these. But these are just throttle controls. Your parking brake, shifter, obviously your key, your light controls are there, and your fans. And you do have to operate all of these switches and show her how these switches operate.
Okay.
Driver heater, stairwell heater, defroster, which is required on a commercial vehicle in the state of Montana. You have to have a heater and a defroster as code. Your rear heater, your boost pump. What would you think that is?
A boost
like
pump?
A reserve for your air brakes, maybe?
Nope.
Boosting.
No, for the seat.
On these vehicles, when you are using your rear heater, you have to get fluid from the engine back to that rear heater. So on these vehicles, you have a boost pump. That's what that is. It just takes the warm fluid from the radiator and puts it back to the heater. We have heated mirrors for adverse conditions. Our mirrors are warm. We have a strobe light. Got an indicator light that tells you when it's operating. All of these do. You have a rear dome. It's in the very back. Your driver dome. And your cabin lights. This is your master flasher. Anytime you're going to be picking up people on the side of the road, you have to have your master flasher in position, and then that allows you to operate these flashers. Okay. This is your override for your reds.
Oh.
Okay. And this is your noise override. So when you go to a railroad track, you have to operate this.
Okay.
So as you're doing your stop on this bus, since this has a noise override, you have to hit that switch.
Okay.
You also have to tell your passengers that they need to be quiet. And then you come up to a railroad stop and do the railroad stop in the proper procedure. And she will check you very closely on that.
Okay.
So that's basically everything here in the cabin. What have I missed?
I don't quite understand. Do these also control what your red overrides control?
The red overrides, if this master switch is on and your switches are on here,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually hit that red override and it'll stop them.
Okay.
So
Okay,
This,
gotcha.
this
It
can
either-
also.
yeah,
Okay.
you also have a red override here.
Hmm.
So, there's more than. It's a very complicated system on it.
Jeez, yeah.
So, and it's real simple once you get doing it. Now, none of these systems are supposed to work if the key is just an accessory. So, to operate your lights on this vehicle,
Please conduct your child search now.
see, now my flasher should be on. And, yeah, the
Sweet.
amber flashers, the indicator light is on.
Cool.
Now my reds are on. I overrode the flashers, and now my reds are on.
Please conduct your child search now.
Yeah. It's also on the steering wheel.
Neat. Very, very cool.
I am going to kill that system.